Welcome back to the channel, guys. It's Rodriguez. Yes, yes. And today I wanted to say thank you to all the subscribers that have subscribed to the channel, guys. This channel does not run without subscribers, guys. So may God continue to bless each and every one of you. Today's topic, I want to keep it simple, guys. It's going to be God said we are like palm trees, all right? And a little bit of illustration about a palm tree. I know everybody on here that's watching this channel that been to Florida. If not, you need to take a trip to Florida and just look at some palm trees. If not, Google palm trees. All right. So with that being stated, guys, palm trees, you can't bring a palm tree to Georgia and just expect it to live, right? You got to treat the soil the best way because they're unique, right? So with this unique plant, a palm tree, God compared his children to this palm tree. And that's beautiful, guys. You know, if you ever been out there on a storm, I remember one time, man, my family, we went out, and that was a storm, man, and the weather had picked up real high, and those palm trees were swinging back and forth, back and forth, and man, they didn't blow down. I didn't see no branches, I didn't see no leaves, and then come off of them, right? So God compares us to the palm trees, and this is why. The palm tree is not any other tree because of the others they break and etc. Palm trees bend all the way to the ground and never breaks. They'll go all the way down to the ground and never break. If you picture yourself like a palm tree, sometimes in life you're gonna be bent. You know what I mean? You're gonna be bent out of shape. You know what I mean? You're gonna be happy to do some what you call it gymnastics sometimes. You know what I'm saying? And that's just how life is. But through it all, knowing when you bending and doing all of these movements of life, encountering, what I'm saying, different type of situations, different scenarios, adversaries, you got to know that you can't break when you're on God's team. Now, if you're of the world, I can't speak for being of the world, but if you're on God's team, it's hard for you to break because God gonna always make a way out of no way, But that don't mean we ain't gonna get blowed, you know what I mean? We ain't go, sometimes we may have to, pray a little harder or, things of that nature, you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, we're like a palm tree, right? God compared us to it because he knew in life there would be some things in life that would try to break us. He compared us to the palm tree because he know in life there are going to be some things that the world set up to try to break you, no matter what it is, you know what I'm saying? It's people that's going through it right now as I speak that in some breakable moments right now, you know what I'm saying? Where the world has just got the best of them, But I want to encourage today that, hey, just bend, but don't break. You know what I mean? They got some indie glow lights. Yeah, I had to get that word out. Indie glow lights. Indie glow lights, right? And sometimes them indie glow lights before they you had to pop them, right? I don't know if you ever had them, but I know I bought them for the kids before, and you gotta pop them in the middle to make that light activate. Pop, you know what I'm saying? Just a little break, pop, but it don't break. But it sound like it broke though, you know what I'm saying? If you ever get a chance to check into those, them indie, I may be saying it wrong, guys, but it's the glow in the dark lights. It's like a clear tube that you just have to break in the middle to activate it. I know you're aware of it now. Yeah, so things like that in life is just gonna come to challenge us. And when they come and challenge us, we just gotta be unbreakable. Because we can't knock the challenges in life. They already ordained for us, they already set up for us, they're already set in place for us. We're just walking it out, right? As the disciples was in the Bible, those disciples in the Bibles, they didn't know what they was encountering of, but they just had to obey the command from Jesus, the prophecies, you know what I'm saying, when the word came to them, an illustration of that would be Noah when it came down to building the ark. Noah was a drunk. Noah didn't know that he had to prepare for that storm, but God said build a boat, and he was obedient, you know what I'm saying? Then the storm came. It's a lot of other disciples in the Bible. I just want to use Noah for an instance, that where he built the boat and he was a drunk. But he obeyed God's command, So in life, we just got to obey God's command and know that everything that God does, it has purpose in it, right? Sorry about that, guys. And everything God does have purpose in it, right? So we're gonna be bent, you know. We're gonna be bent. But my encouragement today to you is don't get bent out of shape. You know, to where whatever life throw your way, it just knocks you so far off of your journey to where you can't bounce back. When you let whatever it is in life just take full control of you and you never bounce back. It's some people right now, you know what I'm saying, that as I speak, you know, that they ain't bounced back. You know, they let life circumstances take them off the course of loving and trusting and believing in God and knock them all the way out of course, you know. But you got to know it's okay to bend. It's okay to bend. But make sure you stand back up, though. You know what I'm saying? Like that tall tree supposed to be. You got to stand tall, you know. Because in life going to shoot some things your way. And that's just how it is. Ain't no way around it, you know. Ain't no way around it. But let your bounce back be like a palm tree back to its pretty looking. You know what I'm saying? Let your bounce back be like a palm tree back to its pretty looking. You know what I mean? Standing tall. You know what I mean? No matter what you're going through in life, always bounce back because you're a child of God. There's no way you should never bounce back when you're a child of God. I'm going to say that again. There is no way in this world that you can't never bounce back from no circumstance or no trauma or no nothing that God take you through, that he is approved of, that you can't bounce back from. And stand tall and look pretty, just like a palm tree. So we got to keep that in mind. That illustration that was real neat and nice, you know, during my research, and God gave me that right there, that palm tree. I really, really admire that. You know, and I want you to admire it as well, you know. And just let your bounce back game be strong, man. Your bounce back game be strong. That means your mind's stronger. You know what I'm saying? You getting stronger, you know, physically, mentally, and emotionally. You know? So keep that in mind, guys. Keep that in mind. But the palm tree, you know, and I can't thank God enough for that illustration, you know what I'm saying? With the palm tree, you know. And man, you know, it just take me to Florida in my mind, you know what I'm saying, in my mental state, you know, to where it's just you know you in Florida when you see them palm trees, you know. It's none other, you know what I'm saying? Soon you hit that Florida line, you gonna see them palm trees, man, just sitting there waiting on you, just looking beautiful, you know what I'm saying? So just picture that in your mind frame. Those beautiful palm trees. I think I need to order me some, you know what I'm saying? Give me some shipped over here, man, put in my yard, you know what I'm saying? Some old pretty palm trees, you know. But I just want to say, guys, to each and every one of you guys that's watching today, always remember, if you want to compare yourselves to something, the life gonna throw some things your way. Compare yourself to the palm tree. And they'll be shaking, you know what I'm saying, beside the circumstance. Some things hurt, you know what I'm saying? Some things may hurt your feeling. Some things may try to get you down. But I command you today to keep your strength, keep your joy, keep walking upright, you know what I'm saying? Keep righteousness among you. And don't change from that right there. You're going to be okay. Your journey will continue to get better and better. And may God continue to bless each and every one of y'all. Remember, guys, you're like the palm tree. Until next time.